Hello? No. Okay, let's move on then. Now, Nipper is usually a pretty good mimic. Let's see if she'll do some of her favorite animal impersonations. Nipper, can you do a cat? There we go. How about a chicken? What about a rooster? And can you say hello? Very cute. Now, Nipper is a pretty good mimic. As she just demonstrated, she knows that any professional should always warm up. There we go. Now, she has prepared a little song for you guys. Let's see if any of you can recognize it. What do you guys think? Can anyone name that tune? It was so clear, though. That was Nipper's special parrot version of How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? That's popular in the 1950s. Now, it makes sense that she would know a song popular 60 years ago because parrots can live a very long time, sometimes into their 70s. Now, Nipper has been here at World of Birds since 1981, and we estimate that she has educated and entertained many thousands of guests in that time frame. Most important lesson that we'd like to leave our guests with is that while it's cute when parrots language, most of the time they tend to speak their own, which sounds more like this. Nipper, can you scream? Okay, just one scream today. That's all right. Now, it has been a pleasure as always, Nipper. Can you give our audience a big kiss goodbye? There we go. And let me try one more time. Nipper, can you say hello? All right, how about a round of applause for Nipper, our yellow-naped Amazon. She has a mind of her own. She doesn't like to stick to the script. Now, here at the Los Angeles Zoo, we believe that our responsibility towards wildlife extends far beyond safeguarding the animals under our care. And that's why we participate in several different conservation programs, protecting the world's most endangered wildlife and their habitats. And the World of Birds audience has been critical to our fundraising efforts. Let me explain here. This is baby our Moluccan cockatoo, and he is demonstrating a behavior that you guys are going to have the opportunity to participate in at the end of our show. Now, baby is still getting used to strangers, but we have another parrot, a scarlet macaw named Henrietta, who's going to come out at the very end of our show for any of you that would like to meet her and help raise much needed funding for the conservation of endangered species. Like, for example, the blue-throated macaw. Now, blue-throated macaws are highly endangered. In fact, they are critically endangered. There are only 400 of them remaining in the wild. They're found just in a small area of north.
I got one straight under it.
We're clearing up native wooded habitat for cattle range and trapping for the illegal pet trade are the two main contributors to the blue-throated macaw's decline. Now, the Los Angeles Zoo is committed to saving these birds from extinction. Every year we donate thousands towards the construction and installation of nest boxes in their native habitat. We also have a pair of breeding blue-throated macaws at our behind-the-scenes Avian Conservation Center, and we're very proud to report that over the last few years they have successfully produced 5 healthy chicks. So hopefully our efforts will have those gorgeous birds flying in high numbers once again in their native Bolivian skies. Now, parrots in the wild are known for their vibrant colors and beauty in flight. And this is the hyacinth macaw, the largest flying parrot in the world, and easily recognized by that radiant blue color. Now, unlike rainforest macaws, the hyacinths prefer the arid grasslands of Brazil and Bolivia, where they feed primarily on palm nuts, which are kind of like miniature coconuts, but they have extraordinarily strong beaks that allow them to crack open those nuts without any problem. Now, hyacinths mature slowly, and they're known for their enduring dependence on their parents, which explains why adults are only able to raise one fledgling from the 2 to 3 eggs laid every other year. Conservation efforts are ongoing for hyacinths, but Luna and Venus, who flew overhead, were zoo bred for species management, and they are ambassadors for their cause here at World of Birds. Now, there are over 9,000 species of birds on our planet, and they are all direct descendants of dinosaurs. And here at World of Birds, we're proud to have recently trained the closest living relative to the
A chicken.
Isn't he majestic? Earl. And it's true, domestic chickens are the closest living relatives to T-Rex. Scientists believe that as dinosaurs became smaller and smaller, that became a precursor to flight. And while Earl doesn't eat much meat or have sharp talons, many other species of birds do. Like, for example, this next bird, our beautiful serpent eagle, known as a battledore. Now, battledore eagles spend most of their time on the wing, covering up to 250 square miles in a single day. They're known for their unusual flight patterns and acrobatics, which include 360-degree loops, barrel rolls, and a side-to-side rocking action that helps them steer. In fact, this is how the battledore eagle gets its name, which in French translates to acrobat or street performer. Now, battledores are listed as a species of concern, and biologists are monitoring their populations to determine just how concerned we should be. Now, like I mentioned, Azuri is a serpent eagle, meaning that he likes to eat snakes. Are any of you guys afraid of snakes out there, by a show of hands? All right, quite a few of you. Well, not to fear, our next bird has got you covered if any snakes wander out on stage. This is Abe, our Abyssinian ground hornbill, and he is going to be demonstrating exactly what he would do to a snake. Now watch close as he grabs it right behind the head, gives it a hard bite and a good shake. If this were a living snake, that would prevent him from getting bit by any venomous species. Now, hornbills are omnivorous birds. They'll eat just about anything that they can find. Out in the wild, they're known for being extremely clever. They use those long beaks to tear into honeycomb. They've been observed following behind large herds of zebra, and as their hoofs pick up invertebrates, they'll gobble them right up. They've also been seen hanging out on the edges of wildfires, and as animals flee from the flames, they end up running right into the jaws of the Abyssinian ground hornbill. He knows that's his one way to get a hot meal out there in the wild. Now watch closely, he is an expert catcher. He just got his favorite treat in the form of a mouse. He's got those beautiful broad wings, though he doesn't do much flying as his name implies. He's much more of a ground bird. He loves to use that long beak to hammer on things. That's a very natural thing for him. All right, now some of the largest and most efficient of the airborne predators are, of course, the owls with silent flight, night vision, and incredible hearing. This is our Eurasian eagle owl, Barbarella, one of the largest species of owls out there. Now, guys are able to remain motionless for hours at a time while hunting. They have that beautiful camouflage plumage to blend into their environment, and modified feathers give them completely silent flight. Flexible necks allow them to turn their head almost all the way around and then back around again the other direction. Now, as if that weren't enough, that flattened face that most owls have serves to collect sound and funnel it to two asymmetrical ears. They have an ear up here and an ear down there. So suffice it to say, finding a meal is rarely a problem. Now, some of the most magnificent of the raptors are the eagles. Hatched right here at the Los Angeles Zoo 16 years ago. Please welcome Nima, our African fish eagle. Now, she may look familiar to you. African fish eagles are closely related to our national bird, the American bald eagle. Both species hunt primarily fish, and they have special calluses on the bottoms of their feet called spicules that allow them to capture slippery prey right off the surface of the water. But they will occasionally go after larger prey, even the occasional flamingo. They can be found throughout southern Africa, where their loud and unforgettable call that can be heard for miles has earned them the title, the Voice of Africa. Well, so far, you have seen the beauty of parrots in flight, the stealth of